You're making him a salad?
Yeah, I am.
Why?
Well, because I asked him what he wanted, and he said he had a big lunch, and that it was too warm for me to cook, and he said, why don't we have a light salad and some wine? And I said, great.
But you don't eat salad.
I know.
Well, now you're gonna have to eat salad.
Yeah, I know.
So what do I get? Wait, how many years older is he again?
17 years we've done this show. I need to...
Okay, how many days is it?
10-ish, I think. But we worked together for 3 months. I was consulting for that project, so it's not like I just met him. I don't need questions. I need help.
I like him. I mean...
Yeah, me too. He's fabulous, and I'd like to make him a salad.
Okay, buffalo mozzarella, romaine lettuce, bread, olive oil, vinegar, basil, garlic, salt and pepper.
It's an enhanced caprese. I can choke it down.
So he's got 17 years more experience in bread?
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
I love you too. She's got another date with that guy.
Who?
Lily.
The old guy?
Yeah.
I thought you liked him.
I do. It's just... he's so much older.
That's awesome.
You don't think there's anything wrong with that big of an age difference?
Does she like him?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. She calls him her knight in shining armor, Mr. Wonderful, all that shit.
Isn't all that shit what every little girl dreams of?
Honey?
So you're saying she's happy.
Well, yeah, but...
So what's the problem?
Never mind.
Look, he's a 47-year-old guy with a 30-year-old hottie writer who's just about to break her career and who needs her space, right? So she gives it to every guy she dates. That man is going to worship the ground she walks on. Actually, I bet he already does.
This is serious.
I know, I'm being serious. I think he's perfect for her.
You don't even know him.
No, but I know her. And she's never once brought somebody over here who could even begin to handle her. You'll never mind make her happy. Besides, it's the match, not the age. And these two are a good match. I can feel it. Just like you and Misha. Where's the phone?
Why?
I'm gonna do something nice for us.
What?
I'm gonna order a pizza.
What? No!
Shell.
Well, if you would stay in the kitchen and learn this with me, if we did this together, it would be a lot better.
I just got home from work.
So did I.
I don't like cooking.
Well, I do, okay? So do it for me.
You like cooking?
We're having a baby. Somebody's got to start liking cooking.
You cook great salads. Let's have a salad. Hey, where are you going?
You just order your fucking pizza.
Hi. Salute. Wait.
If you don't make eye contact, it's bad luck.
It is?
7 years bad sex.
I didn't know that one.
No? It's a good thing we met then.
Can you imagine what would have happened if we didn't?
It could have been a great tragedy.
You saved my life. Thank you. That's nice.
Nebbiolo.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it.
So,
So,
you've never been married?
no?
You want to get married?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to get married?
Is that a proposal or a question?
A question.
Good, okay. Well, then yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that depends. It's not about the wedding. It has to already be there. I'm not dying to get married. I mean, if it happens, that's great. And if it doesn't, that's fine. I just want to be happy and enjoy my life. Why haven't you been married?
It's too old-fashioned.
What does that mean?
Everyone just gets divorced.
Everybody doesn't just get divorced.
They do. They get bored and they move on.
Not in a real marriage.
Oh, yes.
No.
They do. And the women? They cheat as much as the men. Actually, even more. There are statistics.
You're just saying that because we're in Hollywood. Normal people live outside of here and they stay together for more than 5 minutes.
Normal people cheat. Now, very few that last. There's Kurt Russell and Gullion, and, well, there used to be Cameron Diaz and that singer guy, but that's over. And that's it. They weren't even married, and I bet they cheated.
Okay, you have issues.
Me? I have no issue.
Oh, really?
I've experienced many things in life. It's all in the past. People cheat and people lie. I know reality more than I used to.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's that mean? You don't want to get married? You don't want to be in a monogamous relationship?
No, it means that I think that marriage is old-fashioned.
Right. How many bottles did you bring?
2.
Good.
You think that's enough?
Well, you've been here 5 minutes and we're already on marriage.
You want me to go back to the store?
Not yet.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
This is everything?
Yeah. I don't eat salad.
You don't eat salad?
No.
Why don't you eat salad?
I don't know.
So why are we having salad for dinner?
Because you wanted a salad and because it's too hot to cook. And I thought it was time to get used to eating salads. I should eat salad.
Well, you should, but for your insides, not because of me.
No, it wasn't because of you. It's something I wanted to start and your request inspired it.
Mm. Okay. So, we have kind of a caprese. Let's see. What don't you like?
Well, what I do like is bread and cheese.
That's it? No.
And pepper.
And pepper. So, all of these things that you don't like, we make it so you do.
I don't know.
See, we'll make a lily salad.
Okay, but I'm really picky.
I know. Do you have any basil?
Yes.
Great! Fresh one.
I think you need to think about this. I mean, you're 7 months pregnant and everything's 10 times more extreme than what it is.
No, it's not. I'm not one of those pregnant women who's freaking out all the time. Okay, it's not what it's about this time.
Okay, so then what is it?
It's everything.
Everything as in everyday stuff?
Yeah. There's so much of it.
Yeah, there always is. But now you have to deal with that and be pregnant.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, but it's true. Yeah, try some of that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you see this? This is the problem.
What, good bruschetta?
I can't cook.
Well, so learn.
I'm trying. Chris will not participate. He's being a total guy about it.
Well, he's been a person that doesn't care about cooking. Do you want to assemble a baby crib and paint the room?
No?
Well, he does, right?
Yes.
Well, that's his thing and cooking's yours. People do what they do, Shell. As much as we think that people can change. They usually don't. And that's okay, as long as you're being honest with yourself. I mean, look, I don't need to tell you this.
No. And by the way, cooking is not my thing. I am not good at it. You know, I bought all the stupid books and everything, but I don't have any sense of what I'm doing.
So it doesn't come naturally.
I do not have the DNA. I mean, look at you. You're not even paying attention. And what are you doing?
I pay attention to what I like to eat, and then I make it. It's all about matching things up. It's like your outfit. Great ensemble, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, it's the same thing.
Could you teach me some tricks?
We could do twice a week cooking day even.
Ooh.
It'd be fun.
Celia won't mind?
Celia doesn't really like cooking. I mean, she usually eats when she's shooting. So I'd actually be kind of nice.
You're so lucky.
Why?
Because you're a lesbian.
What?
Women are just so much more in tune with their emotions.
Okay, well, that's one way of putting it.
Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, she comes home, tells you about her day. You tell her about yours. You get to really talk about it and vent if you need to, or get excited, or whatever. I asked Chris how his day is. He says, fruit. That's it.
Yeah, but that's not such a bad thing, is it?
Well, you and Celia, you share every little detail with each other. Lovers and best girlfriends.
Yeah, well, that's what we are, best friends and lovers.
I love that.
Okay, so you like the idea of two women competing to then at the end of the day when a guy just sits there and listens and nods?
Oh.
Yeah. It's called estrogen. I mean, best friends and lovers are important roles, but, I mean, it does not make our relationship ideal.
I think it does. I mean, at least you know she understands you and that she's listening.
Yeah, right. Hello?
Hey.
Speak the devil.
What's going on?
I'm just here cooking with Shelley. Are you wrapped?
Nope.
Any idea?
Well, they just brought out the pizza, so it's gonna be a while. 3 hours at least.
Okay. I love you.
Me too.
More prosciutto?
Well, thank you.
Sure.
So how you holding up?
Oh, I don't mind the long hours. I like this crew. So how come you're hiding over here in the corner?
Hmm.
Oh. Yeah, but I think it's about being honest with yourself and with each other about what you're really doing together and how you really feel. The marriage is the relationship you already have. Wedding's just a celebration of the marriage. I'm making it official. It's legal documentation, so in that sense, I'd like to be in a marriage, a real one. But you can't force that. It just has to happen. Or not. I can do without the wedding drama, and I can do without legal crap, but either way, I believe in love. And I really like jewelry.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
You should. Have you ever lived with anyone?
Almost.
Last minute change?
No. We stayed at each other's houses almost every night, and I had things there, and she had things at my place.
Well, that's not living together.
We didn't have the same house, but we were living our lives together.
Yeah, but that's the fun part. I mean, living together is sharing closet space and compromising on wall paint and embracing ugly furniture. That's living together.
You have experience with this.
Oh, God, yes.
More than once?
4 times.
4 times?
I know. I don't know what I was thinking. Not even once.
It wasn't love?
They were bad habits, all of them. They weren't necessarily bad guys. I just shouldn't have been with them, much less living with them. I was really insecure about guys when I was younger.
Why were you insecure?
I don't know. But I thought that I had to be in a relationship to be happy. And now when I look back on my 20s, the times that I wasn't happy were when I was in those relationships that I thought I needed, but I didn't.
But you did it anyway.
I did.
You were young.
I was a very overly dramatic 20-something girl.
You know?
And now I'm in my 30s, and I love that.
Why?
It's just so much easier. I mean, it is what it is, but I know what I want, and I know what I don't want, and I'm not scared of either. Life is life.
Well, that's it? Life is life? That's the key for you?
Yeah. Why, you find that surprising?
Well, a little bit. Usually there's more women.
Well, with most women, the big life decisions are either the answer to everything or the end of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be like that more often than not.
I always liked that. And then one day it was just gone. I don't know if it's because I'm more comfortable with myself or if I just woke up one day and was too tired to live that way anymore. But either way, it's a good thing.
It is good not to be afraid.
I mean, I have my moments, but it's nothing earth-shattering.
Like what? What kind of moments do you have?
Did I scare you?
No, it was just a question.
Okay. What kind of moments do I have?
What scares you?
Bad judgment.
It happens.
Yeah, but usually you're not the only one who pays the price for it.
No, it's part of life.
I suppose it is. So what scares you?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. Something must scare you.
Well, actually, pre-bottle salad dressing makes me very afraid.
Come on.
No, you come on. Not from there.
What are you gonna do?
You'll see.
You're gonna make it from scratch, aren't you?
No, we are together. Lemon. You see, it's a cinch.
It's a cinch.
Yes, a cinch.
I wish he would pay more attention. I'm pregnant. I'm married. I live in an apartment. I work at a major movie studio doing absolutely nothing creative except coming up with excuses of why I need the day off. I'm supposed to be building movie sets and living in a house with a pool. I don't know how I got here.
Well, you made the choices that got you here, babe. I mean, are you really that unhappy with them?
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
What are you afraid of?
Well, right now I'm afraid of gaining 1 more pound. So whatever you're making smells fucking incredible. And I've seen enough cheese on your counter to choke a horse.
Oh, the cheese is good for the soul and good for the little one's bones. I mean, what, you put on 15 pounds?
17. It may as well be 70.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well, I still can't see my feet.
Baby's gonna love this.
How's your cholesterol?
It's low.
Really? It's impressive.
I have no idea why.
I think having sex is freaking Chris out.
In what way?
Every way. I always initiate it. He never does. And, I want it, but as much as I do, I'm not really enjoying it anymore the way I think I should.
Because you think he's not enjoying it?
I know he isn't.
Well, does he finish?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. He's a guy. What?
I think you need to give him a break.
No, I don't.
Well, I think you need a break, and I think he needs a break.
Why?
Because it's your first pregnancy, for one. I mean, you're pregnant. It's his first experience. It's your first experience. And I'm sure he's a little bit more helpless than you. I mean, think about it. If Celia put my hand on her stomach and I felt the baby kick, and then an hour later she put my hand a few inches lower for something completely different, I'd be a little weirded out.
This isn't helping me.
Well, this is life.
I know it's life. It's just, that's not all of it. I don't think he looks at me the same way anymore.
You'll have the baby, and you'll be making midnight love on the roof in no time.
You know about that?
Yeah, we caught you once.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, we were up there for the same reason. You'll be fine.
Are you two gonna have a baby?
I think we'll wait and see. We'll make damn good babysitters, though.
I don't know if we're gonna make it.
What's going on? Honey. Do you think he's cheating?
No.
here we are. And the pepper, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Why didn't you live with her?
Who?
The girl you spent all the time with, who stayed at your house.
I just didn't.
Why?
It wasn't what we were doing.
Why?
We wanted different things.
Then why were you together?
Because we were enjoying ourselves.
Even though you knew it wasn't going anywhere?
We didn't know where it was going or not going. It was nice for a while and then it wasn't.
Oh.
Are you avoiding something with all of this talk?
No. Oh wow, this is great.
See?
No, this is really delicious.
Oh, you sound so surprised.
But I don't like salad dressing.
Not that nonsense in the bottle. This is not salad dressing. This is much better.
And this is essential. So why don't you believe in marriage? Why are you worrying about this right now if you're sure there's nothing going on?
Because everything's different now, and there's no going back. I'm not just the girl he married. He's not just the guy I married. I'm gonna be the mother of his child. He's gonna be the father.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. It's growth. Do you want this baby, Shell?
I want this baby more than anything. It's just this mommy thing is not the sexiest time of my life. And I don't think it's ever gonna go back to the way it was before.
Right, but things will be a little different, but that's not such a bad thing.
It's not entirely, but mommies don't go up on the roof and get it on under the stars.
Well, says who?
Says the baby, I'm guessing.
Well, hence the babysitter.
Come on. Do you really think a man is gonna look at a woman the same way after he's seen a baby come through the same tiny opening that up until that point was her own personal holy grail? I could have my body back to smoking hot within a week. I could wear red crotchless panties and some black stilettos, but to him, I am still gonna be a mommy.
Ooh.
I'm never gonna be his gorgeous, sexy wife again. It's gone.
I think you're going off the deep end.
Mm-mm. I don't. Again, you have the whole lesbian thing. I'm serious. Women are more layered. It takes more than a hard-ass bent over in a G-string to impress us. We go for substance first.
Speak for yourself.
Jude. I'm kidding. I mean, not really. I just think you're off base. I mean, the hormones are taking over right now. I know my hormones are going crazy. I know. But I'm trying to be realistic. This is it. This is why men have a midlife crisis and go for the younger woman. You know? They want you as a mommy. And at first they try, but oh, that's just a fight they can't win. They become older and distinguished, and before you know it, that has got a young girl hot. And with the right smile from across the room, that marriage is over. And not just because of her age. No, it's because she doesn't have the marriage baggage or the baby baggage. She's got her whole world ahead of her. And all she wants is someone who's been around the block enough times to celebrate her for all the things she hasn't done. Easy. And in return, she adores him. If I were a guy, I'd want the same thing. Just look at Lily and this guy down there. He is 17 years older than her. 17. And he's a photojournalist, and he's hopping all around the world doing God knows what with God knows who.
But you know what? To my understanding, he's not married. He has no children. And while he's hopping around the world, he sends her postcards and flowers, except for when he's in LA, and she's the happiest I've ever seen her with a man.
Well, I guess there's more than one way to look at it.
Yeah, there is.
What?
I just can't believe we're having this conversation.
Oh, please. With what they've got going on, sugar daddy or not, how can we not talk?
I'm not talking about them. They're fine.
And I mean, what are they doing? What is going on down there anyway? Huh?
What do you care what they're doing?
I think you need some flour.
No, I don't need
Yes,
flour.
you do.
No, I don't.
I'll be back in a minute.
Shell, you just
A minute! clam chili from upstairs.
Of course, you bet.
I came down for some flour. We're baking and we ran out.
Oh, what are you baking?
Sort of cookie cake. Oh, hello. Hi, need flour. So how are you?
Oh, well, thank you. And you? Is the baby coming soon?
2 months. Thanks for asking. Do you have children?
No.
Oh, that's right. Do you want them? Or a family? Or do you ever want to settle down, maybe? You said? Yeah, just a cup. Could you deal with this one in my state, huh? Hey! I'm just asking because Lily says she's never been married. And there you are. Oh, I just need to take the whole bag. Probably want to get upstairs before something burns, don't you think? But, okay. We should all have dinner next week.
Oh, dinner will be fine. I'm out of town next week, but when I'm back.
Oh, traveling. Again. Okay, well, we'll have Lily figure it out. Right, Chef. Have a great time eating your salad. All right. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
She's
She's a concerned friend.
She's a hormonal firecracker who's bored with her own life, so she's into everybody else's.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
What?
Yes, Lloyd. Wine's gonna be the answer to everything tonight.
There's nothing wrong with that.
God, I hope not. Of course she's mad, but it's done now, so let it go and apologize tomorrow. But I would just... Look, you've got more serious issues going on than anything to do with Lily. You know what? I'm having a really hard time with everything you just told me about you and Chris and this dear sweet little baby. Why? Because it's such a harsh reality? No, because it's crazy. Is it? Hi. Hey, I left your script. I know. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, are you in a hurry? Studio sent this over. Just one glass? Well, if the bottle's open, I have just one drink. Okay, I've got it. Marriage. A close union. A match. Mating. Unity.
That's it?
Well, the dictionary provides definition, not opinion.
Then marriage is based on what you believe the definition is.
Of course it is. So what do you think?
Of this definition?
Yeah.
I think it's very nice.
So you see it as a relationship that you think is possible?
I think anything is possible.
You know what I mean.
Look, you can't make a relationship something that it isn't. It's going to be what it is no matter what you want it to be.
That's what I'm saying.
But marriage is old-fashioned.
But this is what marriage really is.
No, society has changed that definition. Marriage is about terms and conditions, rules and laws.
Not if you believe in this.
Then why would you ask to get married?
You wouldn't. That's just it. Getting married and being in a marriage are two different things. That's my point. Getting married, I don't care about either way, but the idea of being in a marriage, I like. A real marriage. That's the dream.
You're saying you don't want to get married.
I am saying that the only word I want to attach to anything that I want to be is happy. And when I say I'm happy, I want to mean it, and if not, then I want out. What?
Do you think we should open the second bottle?
Absolutely. You realize you're basically saying that every woman who gives birth is destined to be cheated on or left for another woman. No, not every woman. I mean, some men deal with things in different ways. Whether they act on it or not, they all want a young, carefree girl who has a perfect body and a constant smile. And look at that guy with Lily. He just wants a piece of ass 20 years younger than his. Well, I think it's a little bit more than that, but I mean, right or wrong, I mean, it's Lily's chance to take. I just don't think she wants to see him for who he is. And you don't even give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, it doesn't matter because you're not the one downstairs with him. I mean, have you talked to anyone about this? Who? What? You need help. I know, that's why I'm talking to you. Well, you started talking to me when your husband ordered pizza. I think you need professional help. I mean, at least go and see your OB and see if this is a normal stage of pregnancy. It is normal. These are all normal things. That's what I'm worried about. You know that's not what I meant. Yeah. What about you? What about me what? Well, have you ever been tempted? With what? You know what? I mean, is that really why we're here? You think I'm projecting? Projecting. Well, it's nice to see that you're reading self-help books. I'm not projecting. Okay. Are you attracted to someone? You are. No. Fuck. Look, it's okay. It's just your hormones going crazy. I didn't just think about it. I did it. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck is really the proper response here, isn't it? The hormones are just... It's not the hormones. It was lust. It was almost a year ago. And there was a guy in accounting, and he was working late, and I was working late, and there was no one else in the building. It wasn't planned. He didn't even know I was there. He just came down to drop off a cost report, so it would be there the next morning. And we'd both been working really hard for days. I don't know what happened. I never even was attracted to him before. We didn't even really say anything to each other, and there was just something in the air. I don't know, as ridiculous as that sounds. I think my biggest regret is knowing how bad it would hurt Chris if he ever found out. Why are you looking at me like that? Well, it's almost a year. No, I got my period a week after. I did, and I got pregnant 2 weeks after that. You think I'm the devil? No. No, I don't. Why do you keep looking at me like that, then? It's just that if I had to write up a list of people who never cheated, you'd be on top of it. Do you think all this fear tonight that you're having is really about that night? No. Now you're gonna psychoanalyze me? I really can't help it. Are you assuming since you were fucking around, he will too? No, I don't know. I don't know if I'm more afraid that he would or that he wouldn't. I think my biggest problem is I need to figure out if I even like who I am before I can figure out what I really want. I get it. You do? But you're having a baby, and what you want won't come first for a very long time. I'm sorry, but that's just how it happens. I know.
You know, marriage has many rules that confuse people. They start paying more attention to the rules instead of how they feel and what they want for themselves and each other. They forget about the relationship, and before they know it, temptation is coming around the corner, and they don't even know why, because it's not in the rule book.
Sounds like somewhere you've been.
I've never been married,
I know, but you've gone through something that inspired that statement.
partially. But not as much as I've seen good people go through it. I have 2 friends in ugly divorces right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's bad. Kevin has been with his wife for 16 years, and my other friends have been together for 23.
And you're friends with the husband and the wife?
Uh-huh. You think you know someone, and 20 years later you find out that they have a side that you never knew. Maybe they never knew it either. Until one day, suddenly, everything was different. And now everyone is fighting.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing for you to be sorry for.
Well, it's sad.
Oh, it is? I've heard marriage from both sides. I've seen it a lot.
So much so that you don't allow yourself to take chances.
I didn't say that.
But you did.
No. At this point in my life, I know what I want and what I don't want. Just like you said.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
More than once?
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever cheated?
Yes. I've done things in my life that are not so honorable, and I'm not proud of that. But I don't deny it either. It's all in the past.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, why'd you do it?
Why was I in fifth? I'm not gonna talk about that. It's not important anymore. You learn from life and you just move on.
I'm not sure that you have.
That may be how you see it. It's your decision how much of my past matters to you. There's nothing I can do about that.
Are you concerned with mine?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
It's behind you. I'm not gonna concern myself with who you were. I'm getting to know who you are right now sitting there at that table.
Well, with you, it sounds like no one really knows anyone.
Not completely, but I like that.
I haven't always made the best choices in my life, but I've learned from the ones that I've made. I'm beginning to see that, in your experience, women cheat and things tend to go a certain way. So, I think you should know who you're dealing with now. I have never cheated in my life. It's never occurred to me. I've never had the desire. When I'm in a good relationship, it's satisfying enough. And if I'm in a bad one, I spend my energy trying to fix it. Or trying to get out. And quite frankly, I don't even know how anyone schedules an affair. Maybe I'm too selfish with my time, but I don't even know when I would fit women. But you don't believe me?
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to. Listen, I may not have been on the planet as long as you have, but I've experienced my fair share of bullshit, and I'm not interested in being in a relationship that involves it. I will tell you anything and everything you want to know about me, because lying is just more bullshit, and life is just too short.
You are an honorable woman.
I know. You know, not everyone who meets me likes me, not at all, but no one could accuse me of not telling it like it is. And if I want to go fuck someone else, I'm going to come and tell you that I don't want to see you anymore, and I'm going to get on with what I do want to do. Not that I can imagine that happening. God, I don't ever want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me. I'm not afraid of being alone, and I'd rather go through the heartbreak and the rejection and move on than be deceived, because deception is what really fucks a person up. It's not so much the breakup as it is the damage that's done to a person's faith in their own judgment.
I know.
So do I. Oh my God!
Just a young cowboy made to be free. Can't stop for nothing, not for nothing, not for me. I'll never forget you. I know you'll move on. Just a young cowboy along with your song. Baby, go on. Just a young cowboy made to be free. Can't stop for nothing, not for nothing, not for me.
Oh no.
Never forget you.
Isn't that the title of the...
Superstar Mattress Company commercials?
You know him?
Oh yeah.
Andy.
Hi, Tree.
I'll never forget
Andy.
you. I know you'll move on.
Hey, mattress man.
Chris!
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Ah, you were born to roam across the land.
Andy.
My heart shattered, but I
Andy.
understand.
Andy,
Hey, Jude. What's cooking?
you don't live here anymore. You moved out like a month ago, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's good to see you guys. Just a young cowboy.
Andy,
Yes, sir.
I think you should get going.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
Be safe, okay?
Okay. Just a young cowboy. Made to be free.
What? He's swearing that I'm gonna masturbate and put something on Corrupt so no one sees me in the bathroom. I really did not need to know that. I bet Celia doesn't have one of those. Oh, she doesn't need one.
Oh. You see, I suppose what's most important is knowing what you really want and be honest about it so no one gets confused.
Yes.
And knowing not to drop everything and break out into song.
Fuck.
No, you're very cute when you say fuck. No, seriously, if you could have everything and anything out of life, what would that be?
I don't know. That's a big question.
That's why there's more than one answer.
Is it a list?
Why not?
Well, I obviously want to be a writer.
You are a writer.
A paid writer.
Mm-hmm.
If I could make a living and write as it came to me instead of scheduling it around my 14-hour workday, that would be a beautiful thing.
And the world will know your worth.
I guess.
You get?
I know. I mean, I want to be successful and I want people to enjoy my work, but I don't think that's going to be what gives me the most satisfaction. Financially, it will. And there is the sense of completion, which is important to me. But I think the best part's always going to be the process. It's always really hard to start page one. And I usually don't know what I'm going to do. And then I just reach this place where everything just clicks and it comes pouring out of me like it's been in my head the whole time and I've got to get it on paper all at once. And it's great. It's amazing, actually.
It's your magic hour.
Yeah, I guess it is.
We may not feel what you do when you put something down on page, but when you read your work, you experience something that only exists because of your process. And in that way, we are also touched.
I like that, but I've never sold anything.
You will.
Someday.
What else?
What else?
You want something else, yes?
Yeah.
And
What is it? I've never made a list. What should be on it?
it's your list. How can I know?
Well, I don't know either.
Sure you do. They are the typicals,
Such as,
such as marriage,
which I can go either way on.
children,
Same?
same.
Yeah, same. What else?
You could go without having a child.
Ooh, I just got you without even trying. Yeah, I could go without having a child. Does that surprise you?
Yes, most women,
I'm not most women.
I see that. You'll change your mind.
Maybe? Maybe not. In the right situation, I can imagine being a mother, but only under the right circumstances.
You'll have them.
Oh, them? Now I'm having more than one?
Why not?
Well, one, because the hormones obviously make you a lunatic.
And
And yeah, there's an and because I haven't woken up one morning in my life and thought, wow, I'd really like to have a baby.
And I've never been with a friend's child and thought, wouldn't it be great if I could take one home? Not once. Maybe my biological clock hasn't started ticking yet. Maybe I don't have one. I don't know. Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and think, today's the day, and I'll go down to the sperm bank. Or I'll call you up and scare the hell out of you and say, honey, you want to have lunch? And then maybe you can try to get me pregnant?
Oh.
I don't know. Anything could happen. But today, right now in this kitchen, I am not mommy material. And how come every woman is supposed to think that children are the answer to life?
You know what? You'd make a great mother.
Well, I'm sure I would. But that doesn't mean I should be one.
What if she had an accident?
I'm not gonna have an accident. That's old-fashioned.
It happens.
You don't honestly believe that, do you?
It happens.
Oh no, it doesn't. Women are 10 times more manipulative than your species. And when we have accidents, it's because we're after something. Love, attachment security, money, all of the above. But I'm telling you, there are no accidents. There's just deceptive women and stupid men. I'm sorry, but I've been on the pill since high school, and it's just not that complicated. Do you have children?
Not that I know of.
No, that's a fair answer.
It's the only one I've got.
Do you want children?
I'm good with children.
Oh.
Oh. Now I got you without even trying.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You're okay? I am. I'm fine. Have you ever cheated? I'm not having that conversation, Shell. Sorry. I don't know why I asked you that. Oh, because if I have, you'll use that to justify your own infidelity. And if I haven't, you'll feel the need to beat yourself up even more.
You know, you never talked to me about your relationship.
No.
Why?
Well, for one thing, you're a friend of Celia's, and besides that, I really don't talk to anyone about our relationship.
Why not? Don't you think you should?
No.
Why?
That's our relationship, and we have our own way of doing things.
It's because you're so confident and secure. See, that's what I need from Chris.
No, that's what you need from you. That's not why I am the way I am. I mean, everybody's different. You know, I'm glad that you're talking to me helps you out. I really am. But at the end of the day, the only two people in your relationship is you and Chris. It doesn't matter what I say or what anyone else thinks. You are the only two people who truly knows what happens behind closed doors. And that's what's important. So, as well as I know you both, I only see what you want me to see. In many ways, I'm sure I don't know you at all. My listening should be a way for you to hear what you're thinking out loud, so you can sort out what you want to do. Enjoying a relationship can be simple if you let it.
Thank you.
You know I'll always support you and Chris for the decisions you make, whether I like them or not. Unless you're some knife-wielding lunatic.
You sure are good at this, I tell you.
No, I just don't get caught up in it. So it's easy to get perspective.
Do you think I should tell him what I did?
With that guy?
Yeah.
Well, is it a man you want to pursue?
No.
Well, does Chris have any idea? I mean, is there distrust or any weirdness hanging over your relationship?
No.
Did you use a condom?
Oh my god, yes. Ugh. In fact, he had one in his wallet, which I found a little convenient.
Man, so you're clean.
Yes.
And that baby's not his.
No.
And what would be the reason to tell Chris?
To be honest.
Bullshit.
What?
Are you always honest with him?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's the occasional white lie, but this isn't like telling him my purse was on sale when it wasn't.
No, but would you be relieved to tell him?
Yes.
You'd be getting it off your chest.
Yes, this has been haunting me for a year.
And telling Chris would make your relationship better? telling him that you nailed someone one night, just before you made his baby, for no other reason than pure lust and you were working late. That would help the relationship that you have now grow into something better?
So my punishment is having to live with it.
Yeah.
And there's no need to punish him.
No.
What if he found out? I mean, that would be so much worse. He'd be humiliated.
Well, what are the chances of that?
I don't know.
Well, it was almost a year. I mean, who have you told?
You.
Just me. Okay. You've got to do what you think is best, Shell. But if you want the relationship that you say that you want, I think that you need to stop living in the past and look at all the wonderful things that you have now and will have soon. Look, I'm not saying that what you did is okay. But everybody makes mistakes, and the best thing you can do is learn from it and then leave it all behind.
So you lie.
Everybody lies.
So what's your recipe
Which one?
for the perfect relationship?
Oh, that. Well, first I think that the word perfect is a silly word, made up by some writer once upon a time. And I'm quite sure that he was drunk and delusional when he did.
And?
And relationship recipes. Those are personalized. Ingredients are measured per person, and then you have to figure out how to cook that yourself.
It is like cooking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly like cooking. The fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and a woman's too.
So what's your recipe?
Mine?
Or is it a secret?
No. I'd say that it would be 2 parts realism, 1 part honesty, 1 part fun, and 1 part love. And a dash of being able to look the other way when that's what's best for the relationship. Nobody's perfect, Shell. But you just have to figure out who you want to hang around the kitchen with.
Well, it's a lot to figure out.
And that should be.
I do travel a lot. The children travel too, and I'm not supposed to name it. What's all that smiling about?
You want to have a baby.
One comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's not something I'm planning on.
No, that would take way more mental and emotional responsibility than an accident.
No.
It's okay. I'm just glad I'm the one responsible for taking the birth control pill, and believe me, I never forget. Don't look at me that way. Are we having this conversation because you want to know more about me, or because you want me to know more about you?
What conversation?
Oh, I see.
What do you see?
That you're well aware that you're in control of this conversation, and it's going to stay that way until I call you on your shit directly.
Okay.
Okay, what?
You are concerned. You have something you want to say. What is it?
Nothing.
Okay. What do you want from life?
I have everything I need for life.
Want. What do you want from a relationship?
What do I want from this relationship?
Out of any relationship, what do you think's important?
Enjoying it.
Well, that's obvious.
Well, it should be, but I think it's forgotten most of the time. After a while, anyway. I'm very happy with my life. I'm very happy to take it as it comes.
How can you do that with so many rules?
Rules? I have no rules.
Oh, no?
I have none, actually.
Open to everything but committed to nothing.
It's not about commitment or not commitment. It's about being wrapped up in what you think something can be, instead of enjoying what it is and letting that enjoyment take you where you are meant to go.
That's a rule.
That's freedom.
Sure, if you like handcuffs with your freedom, I guess it is.
No?
Yes.
Why?
Because in your quest to be open, you say no to many things before you even know if they're things that you want.
I know what I don't want.
Because of experiences you've had in your past.
Yes.
Okay, well, aren't you limiting your own freedom if you don't explore new opportunities completely?
You know, you are a very good writer.
I'm a good devil's advocate.
Oh, that too. And you could have been a lawyer.
I know. But really, what do you think's the most important thing in a relationship?
It depends on the relationship. This might sound very simple, but a simple relationship between two people can be the nicest and the hardest thing to do.
Relationships aren't simple.
No. But enjoying life with your partner can be, if you let it. Are you asking me all these questions because you want an answer, or because there's something you want to say? Hmm? Okay. What's most important for you?
Honesty,
Hmm?
mutual respect,
Hmm?
and similar taste in music.
Music?
Yes, it's very important.
Okay.
Have you ever been with someone who has completely different taste in music?
I haven't, actually. I see nothing. But for you, this has been a problem.
Absolutely.
And the relationship didn't work so well?
No, not at all. Within the first week and a half, he popped in a techno CD in the car. I should have left right then and there. Nobody listens to techno. It has no soul.
For you, there's no soul in techno. For other people, it defines soul.
I know. There's an entire pool of people who could argue that, and they should all date each other. Not me. Do you like techno?
No. But if I did like it, we wouldn't be having a nice time.
No. Not for very long. Okay. Complementary differences enhance a relationship. Conflicting differences lead to reluctant compromise. It's just a matter of time before the ship sinks.
And musical difference is reluctant compromise.
Absolutely. I know. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. That's why I stayed with Mr. Technoman. But if you think about all the times that you listen to music during the day, and then you think half that time or even more, it's music that you don't like.
What about someone that doesn't listen to music at all?
Ugh, no. No. I'm sorry. There are just some red blocks on Lover's Lane.
Lover's Lane? Have you ever been in love?
Yes, of course. Have you?
Yeah, many times. But from you, I now think this is a very broad question. What is it that you mean by love?
I mean love.
Love how?
Love with your essence. Love with all of who you are.
That's it? That's the whole definition?
Yes.
I've loved. But it doesn't always matter how much you love.
What does that mean?
It means it doesn't always make it work.
Have you had your heart broken?
A long time ago. And you?
Not exactly. I mean, I may have loved enough, but I don't know that I've ever engaged enough to experience heartbreak, I don't think.
Why not?
No conscious reason. I just have always dated guys that I knew I didn't want to be with forever, so when we broke up, it was a good thing. And I wasn't that upset, except for with myself.
For making a bad decision? That seemed to be the right decision at the time?
Yeah,
So maybe it wasn't such a bad decision after all.
I don't know.
You know, sometimes bad decisions are made for a good reason.
Sometimes, but I did it more than sometimes. But it's okay. It's over now.
And could you fall in love again?
Of course. Could you?
Yes, I could.
And could you fall out of love?
Sure, anybody can fall out of love.
Do you think there's a time limit on it?
I think the time span is different for different people. But I don't think love is the most important part of a relationship.
I love him, you know.
I know.
I can't imagine life without him. Just wouldn't be as much fun.
Well, it sounds like you make good choices then.
Yeah. Except for the one.
What?
You ever notice the best conversations happen in the kitchen?
That's the room of satisfaction and distraction. Hotter the matter, hotter the house.
I love these little guys.
Cannoli.
Cannoli.
More fat and sugar.
Thank God.
You know what they're best with?
What?
A lover in bed. So go give it to him.
All right.
In more ways than one.
Passion.
It's amazing. But that comes and goes, doesn't it?
I can't believe you'd be willing to live your life with someone you weren't in love with.
I'm not saying that love is not a factor. We love the people we spend time with, in one way or the other. Otherwise, we wouldn't be spending time with them. But being in love, being on that roller coaster ride that people want so badly, that's a different kind of love. And that kind of love ends.
Sometimes, maybe.
No, I think always, all the time.
No, you can have both.
There's nothing wrong with it. But roller coaster rides don't go for 50 years. Other things do, many other things.
What things?
Like companionship, good conversation, laughing, caring, understanding, consistency, trust.
That doesn't sound that bad.
I think it sounds good, actually.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. And what about tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Are you gonna feel the same about all this tomorrow?
Maybe. Maybe not. You?
I don't know. But I do have one request.
What's that?
Don't break my heart.
I don't ever want to break your heart.
Good. Because you can.
Oh no. Bed.
Bed.
Cucina. La cucina. It's a good name for a story.
It is?
You should write it.
Okay. What should it be about?
Oh, I don't know. You'll come up with something. When the moon hits the sky like a baked pizza pie, that's amore. That's amore. Do you like that song?
I do.
Well, we might just have a chance then. And the bell rings, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you sing, Vita Bella. When the moon hits the sky like a